So is virtual assistance too saturated? I get asked this question a few times recently, and there is some validity to it. If you look at the virtual assistance industry, you will see that many people are learning about virtual assistance, and many people are making the decision to join the virtual assistance industry on a daily basis. So does that make the industry too saturated? Are there too many virtual assistants currently? Well, to answer this question, if you look at Upwork, for example, if you look at job postings on Upwork, when someone posts a job, they are looking for a virtual assistant, how many proposals do you see on a job on average on Upwork within 24 hours? Personally, I see anywhere between 20 to 50 proposals when someone is looking for a virtual assistant on Upwork. So if we compare it to maybe 3 years ago, or even if we go back to 2019 when I got started, on average, how many people apply for a job? When I started, I started as a WordPress web designer. And at that time, when someone posts a job and they are looking for a WordPress web designer, within just 2 hours, I will see at least 50 proposals. Judging by this, really, I don't think the industry is really saturated. And even if I compare it to maybe 2 years ago, the same platform Upwork, the number of proposals on average for each job, it doesn't really increase. Still within 24 hours, you will find anywhere between 20 to 50 proposals on a job posting, on one job posting 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. And that is the case today. So even though many people are making the decision to join the industry, I don't really think the industry is saturated, because for once, yes, there are many people joining the virtual assistant industry as virtual assistants, but there are also a lot of businesses and entrepreneurs making the decision to hire virtual assistants instead of hiring someone full-time to do the work for them. And generally, there is an increase of entrepreneurs in the world, and the more entrepreneurs there are, the higher the demand for virtual assistants is going to go up. Because recently, I even see an increase in businesses hiring full-time virtual assistants, full-time assistant on Upwork, compared to years ago when mostly people are looking for someone to do like 10, 15, 20 hours of work for them per week. Right now, I see a lot of businesses posting a full-time employment on Upwork. So this is even increasing. And that is another reason why I said virtual assistance is not really saturated. And another thing to keep in mind is a lot of people are joining the industry. A lot of people are making the decision to start virtual assistants. But a lot of them are never going to find their first client, because it's a hard job. It's not something easy. Most people will join with excitement, and when they spend weeks or even 1 or 2 months they didn't find their first client, they are going to give up. And that is why the more people join, a lot of them are going to drop off, and the ones that stay, there are a lot of opportunities. So one thing I want you to keep in mind is many people are finding their first client every single day. Just today that you are watching this video, I am sure there are fresh virtual assistants that have never had any client who are going to find their first client today. And this is a guarantee that it works. Virtual assistant works. There are clients, and you can find client as a complete beginner. And if it works, then why wouldn't it work for you? And that is the question you shall ask yourself. Why will it not work for you if it works for other people? It will work for you. It just means you have to, if you think you are not as smart as other people, then you just need to work harder than them, learn harder than them, and you are going to be at the same level for them as them. Virtual assistant works. Many people are getting started and finding their first client. You can do that too if you do not give up, and if you stick to it, and if you focus on learning and improving yourself, and learning also how to find client. And if you are still struggling with getting started, you can watch this next video where I am going to give you a checklist, a step-by-step checklist on what you need to do in order to find your first client as a virtual assistant. If you find this video helpful, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in the next one.